What's good with everybody? Boxer First Vlog. We in the building, man. Hoping a few people jump in. Hoping I get the fellas to jump in and let's talk WBA. Let's talk PBC on Fox. This is it's an active topic right now in boxing. I think it definitely deserves our commentary. It deserves our feedback, man, because what's going on is I think one of the homies have jumped in. Let me get over here and get them, man. Oh, that's G5. Hold on a second. Let me add G5 to the screen. Just give me a second. Trying to work this technical stuff out. All right, what's going on? G5 in the building. Mic check. You good, G5 on the volume? You all right? What happened? Oh my God. My technical skills are terrible. I'm still trying to get a lot of this stuff down. I don't know, G5. Come back in, G. Oh, man. Oh, there you go. He popped back up. I don't know what happened. Let me stop touching buttons.
Yeah, that was my fault, bro. What's going on?
All right. Just trying to get the technical end together, man. I sent the link to Shane. I don't know if he got it, man. Hit him up on IG. Oh, okay, yeah, but
I sent it to him.
Man, you know, we just had to go live, man. We had to talk about WBA, talk about the glove gate and the judge and just everything going on, man. Major topic in boxing right now. You know what I'm saying? Hoping we get a few people to fall in with us and you know, give us their 1-2 on what they think. And you know, they say it ain't no race in boxing. We come to find out that might be untrue. Seems to be race in everything.
Yeah, this was like disgusting to like the highest levels of disgusting, man. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like you try to keep it strictly boxing. Just the X's and O's, what's going on inside of the ring. But you know, when you got people cheating, you got people trying to they'll say they're trying to get, you know, quote unquote competitive advantage. That's code word for cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like it's cheating. You know, you got corruption, you got obvious racism, bias. Like it's all mixed into the sport, so you can't just talk the X's and O's when it comes down to boxing. And this WBA thing is just a prime example of that. Like it's really, really a prime example of that, man. Like it makes me sick, yo. Like it makes me sick, seriously.
Man, bro, I echo everything you're saying right now, bro. It's I'm just almost at a loss for words because obviously you don't want to go too far. I wouldn't say out of bounds, but just, you know, I don't want to put too much out there. But yo, I'm hot, bro, up under the collar on some old school, you know, civil rights reaction type, you know, demonstration type, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, somebody have a discussion with her, man. Like, what's going on with that? Not her, the other judges, the whole situation, the fighter in himself, Mastrate. This dude, you know, no solidness as a man, like, you know what I mean? Reaction wise, he act like he was happy, like, bro, you didn't win that fight. You know, you didn't win that fight, bro. Like, stand on your square. You see what I'm saying? So it's a lot. It's a lot of principle being lost in the sport right now. Like nobody got no tact. You know, people don't have no. You know what I mean? Just I'm almost at a loss for words, bro. I really am. Like, I mean, good catch by the corner dude from Michael Fox on the glove gate 2.0 situation, and then Joe Goosen. It's been a long time since I had been a minute since I had some respect for the words that come out his mouth during these ringside commentaries. But last night he stepped on it And I know they yanked his chain, bro, because he didn't go in like he could have went in and used examples of other glove situations being used as an advantage in the ring. You see what I'm saying? The way gloves fitting or the way gloves are not fitting. These are different ways gloves can be diversified to be less of a protection than. You understand what I'm talking about? Because it's really about protecting the fighter along with the opponent. Because you know you could damage your hands hitting on somebody's hard skull. So the glove is a twofer. You know what I'm saying? So if you can twerk it the way we've been seeing over the years, people doing with these things, and he got caught on live TV, bro. Live. I mean, you can't get around that, bro. They couldn't even go to commercial. They had to stay there and let all these ringside. These are all grown ass men. Nobody was out there like and stood on it like, yo, I jacked up. They, you know, if they sent him a bag, they sent him a bag. You just be like, "Oh man, we everybody come out." You know what I'm saying? Like they called us. Just, you know what I mean? Like you remember how you was playing hide go seek and you ain't be the only one caught. You remember back in the day? Yeah, that's right there. Staying on your square. Nobody said, "Yo, I signed off on it." Or how did it get signed off? All of you guys that represent the commission are there. Names we don't know at this particular time, but can be easily found out. This is during just the glove gate. We don't even want to get into the judging. And this raggedy Rizzo broad. And yes, I said raggedy Rizzo broad. Because that's about all she is in my estimation. You understand what I'm saying? Now that we see what her mental mind's makeup is about Black people, mostly Black Americans from what I'm seeing. Because the brother from last night, he from here. Michelle Obama from here. You know what I'm saying? Bro, this is weird, bro. This whole thing go mad deep. This ain't even an investigation point. Like I was calling for an investigation, time
in plain sight.
Yeah, bro. This was like, yo, like I told you, we chopped a little bit on the phone and I told you, I was like, yo, bro, if I would have respected her more if she would have told Michael Fox, I don't like niggas. That'll let Michael Fox in. He know how to handle his business. You see what I'm saying? Like, stand on your square. Be like, yo, tell him, you know what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, just be who you are. That way, the people around you, they know how to move. You feel me?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Off topic, man. Your background is crazy, yo. I actually see more of your background, your wall.
Oh yeah.
I see more of your wall than I usually see on like when we be on live because the screen be smaller. I only be seeing like the little part. So that's dope, bro. That's dope. He hooked you up more than what I thought. He hooked you up more than what I thought.
Man, I got another piece hanging around the corner. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's like he been on the team though. You know what I mean. Met the little young boy off the gig and shit when all the little COVID shit was cracking and shit. So
it's more detailed than I thought. That's my first time seeing it actually like that. You know what I
mean? Yeah. I'm kind of liking the way it looked too. Yeah. Salute to the homie and shit, man. Yeah. That's my nigga G.
Yeah, I mean it's just criminal. Like I mean, it's just like they not even hiding it, man. Like
it's comical. It's like we gonna go from mad to start laughing at how blatant.
Like it's crazy. Like I'm like
stupid this shit was.
It's so blatant. It's so blatant to the point to where it's like Michael Fox is gonna end up being better off in this situation because he's shedding light on something that he wasn't even trying to shed light on. Like he was just in there doing his job. And I think the main thing for me, I'm like, guys is spending time away from their families, being in the gym, sacrificing. You know what I'm saying? They are putting their lives on the line. They trying to feed their families. They trying to put food on the table. And the fact that people that's not even qualified to even judge or critique a fight can determine your future or your future earnings. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a screwed up situation, like regardless, because it's like Um, it's just screwed up all the way around, man. Like, cause we talk all the time off camera for the people that's listening. Like, Boxing First Vlog and we talk every single day, like off camera. You know what I'm saying? So this is bigger than just like a boxing thing. But we always talk about how judges don't need to be sitting on the floor. You know what I'm saying? They need to be elevated so they can see the entire ring, so they can catch all the action. They're not just seeing it from one angle. And, when the action goes on the other side of the ring, they don't have a good view of it. But we talk about it from that sense. But this is just, it don't matter. Like, it's almost like they had the cards pre-done. Only thing they did was switch round 2 for the knockdown. That was it. Everything else is
No, bro,
pre-done.
I ain't gonna lie. The cards was correct. I'm gonna be honest. They just put the names in the wrong position, and they did it on purpose.
Right, that's a
Because
fact. That's a fact.
the board would put on the this what killed me about the fight in itself. Get into the fight part, because the political shit was gonna happen unless he sent that dude out there on a stretcher and and if he would have been able to know what we know now, I think he would have tried goddamn well to put that boy out on a fucking stretcher just on general purpose of being involved with some sucker shit.
You know the thing that's crazy with you saying that? Michael, it was so corrupt last night. Michael Fox could have put that man on a stretcher and they would have found a way to make it a no contest. That's how corrupt that shit was. Like, he wasn't gonna walk out of there with no W. That's just what it was, man. Like, but like, it's kind of like you see a situation like that, and it's like you can't take back what happened yesterday. You can control what happens going forward. You can control what happens going forward. And I'm like, far as I'm concerned, the WBA doesn't get acknowledged as far as I'm concerned. I'm like, I don't. If you're a WBA champion, I'm just gonna call you a champion. I refuse to mention a name. Like, this one of them situations. Like, people need to stop doing business with WBA. Period. They need to stop doing business with the WBA. Whether you a racist or not, or whatever the case may be, when you see somebody do somebody wrong, you shouldn't be naive and think they can't do it to you. So it doesn't matter what race you are. If you see some corrupt stuff going on, if you turn them the wrong way, they could do it to you too. You know what I'm saying? So you can't rock with somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? So the WBA, they just need to be kicked out the whip, man. Like, they need to be kicked out the whip for real. Like, that's beyond. I said, at least other people try to hide it. Like, they didn't even try to hide it. It was crazy. And then on top of that, the chick Rizzo or whatever, like, everybody stopped. They deleted their accounts. They deleted their social media accounts. I don't know if you knew that. They deleted
I
their
think
social media
always.
accounts.
Yeah, when something like this happens, unless you get them on a screenshot, the way the folks did get the little, did catch her slipping and shit. She had a skirt showing. I mean, her slip showing. She didn't have a skirt and everything down the way a lady's supposed to. She out there being a raggedy whore. You know what I mean? And she got exposed. And a lot of people did good homework, getting them screenshots, things like that. But yeah, they do that all the time, all the time in any situation. So it's my thing. Like, and from the jump, how was anybody at the Minnesota Athletic Commission allowing her to sit on and judge a fight? Where are her credentials? Because she messing with the raggedy ass old dude that started the association that gives her the right to sit ringside and judge a fight.
Can I speak on that real quick? Can I speak on that real quick, brother? The thing that's crazy, yo, is they go through a process where both camps are supposed to approve the judges, the referee, all of that. Like, that's supposed to be the process. Like, obviously that wasn't the process, because if you do any homework on any of the judges, you would see that there's biasness with that. And in the sport of boxing, to be honest with you, 90% of this is what homework do you do prior to even stepping in the ring, prior to even agreeing to a fight. Like, you have to watch so many different things. Like, now, me personally, and you yourself, like, we if the opportunity was presented to us, like, we would manage fighters, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we would guide fighters' careers and things like that. And that's behind the media thing. but it's so much you have to watch for. Like you have to watch who were the judges, what's their backgrounds, who's the referee, what's their background, what's the glove company that's making the gloves. You understand what I'm saying? Like who's signing off on the gloves? Do we have veto power in terms of how the gloves, if a glove don't have enough padding, can we switch that? Can we, like, it's so much you have to watch out for before you even step into the ring. Like you step into the ring, it's almost relief at that point. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
I've heard
And
that. Yeah, facts.
which makes it crazy because you shouldn't have to worry about all of that because the sport should be regulated. And the sport is not regulated. Sports not regulated is not a, we talk about it all the time, universal governing body to oversee the entire sport. It can't be policed because there's no government behind it. Every legal faction has a government behind it where you have to answer to somebody. Wall Street, you have to answer to somebody. In the streets, you got to answer to somebody. Like everything
That
has a
brings me.
government but boxing. Everything has a
That you
government
bring.
but boxing.
But no, that brings me to this thought for Michael Fox. Like seriously, if he really wanted to push it, this seems to be something that could be lawsuit worthy to me. Yes,
It ain't
you
gonna
know
go
what I'm saying?
nowhere.
Like
I
take it
was I would
to
follow it just because. I would follow it off principle.
out of
I would follow it
principle,
just because.
out of principle. Because it's something, things like this, they have to have a starting base before things change. There's a starting point. Yo, we can go back to this case, and that's how law works.
Right.
There's a precedent. This is
Right.
if it doesn't change anything for him personally, change the outcome record wise, anything like that. It's a starting point. It's block A.
Right.
So you set the precedent by throwing that money at the situation. And if you got a little bag, Al got a bag, PBC got a bag, just on principle, do that. So these other organizations, when you do business with them, WBC, IBF, they kind of know, like, you know what, let's not go over to PBC with that dumb shit. Let's keep square business because we know what moves they make when things get exposed of chicanery. You understand what I'm talking about? So, because
let me ask you something real quick, bro. Let me ask you something real quick. How would you
Hold on a second, Jeff. Let me get the boy in here. But yeah. Oh, here you go.
Nah, I'm on here real quick.
What's up? Bro, you guys have got bad time. I asked you when are we going live? You didn't let me know.
Yo.
I said 1:30, but I was late anyway. It don't even matter though. But where we at, man?
Hey, yo, brief him on the situation because Shane don't know. Brief him on the situation because he don't know. You gotta explain it from the beginning.
All right, man. PBC on Fox, they had the all welterweight card last night. You know the WBA. They've done this before with that 1, 2, 3 fight interim champion guy. Some dude from Venezuela named Matrice or something like that. Silver medalist or something. Old dude, 34 years old. He was in the co-main. You know what I'm saying? Originally, he got caught in Glovegate 2.0, where the corner from Michael Fox, 22-2 fighter, PBC welterweight, B-level type of guy. He was in there as the last-minute fill-in for this dude because somebody caught COVID or something of that nature. So at the beginning of this fight, they got caught in Glovegate 2.0, where the tape was so high over the wrist that it was shown pulling the knuckles back on the glove, making the knuckle area on the glove tighter. You know what I mean? So that got caught. Yeah, they caught that. The fight was delayed. Obviously, you got the commission, terrible commission out there in Minnesota because the fight was in Minnesota at the Armory. That's what the Jesse James, the boy, the other welterweight dude fight out of. Anyway, so in the fight, now you remember the Devin Haney fight, right?
Yeah,
Devin Haney,
yeah, I remember.
Linares.
Yeah, yeah.
Same match. This boy Michael Fox boxed a clinic. Slick, tall dude, 6'3". He's slipping and moving on a guy that's 5'7". This dude was 5'7" tops. I mean, but he was slicking and moving, sticking and moving. He beat the brakes off him. He even dropped him in the second round. You understand what I'm talking about? So the scorecards were so lopsided that the only way that you could see them making the scorecard, that you could say, well, them scorecards was right, because Michael Fox should have been 117, 110, 112, 115, whatever those other more closer scorecards were. Michael Fox should have been on the winning side. But what they did was just take the dude Matrice name and put him in the winning category. And this is a dude that got dropped in the fight. This is a dude that missed almost 300 and something punches in the fight. I mean, bro, if you could have watched that fight, you need to look that shit up on YouTube. Watch that fight. It was almost Pacquiao Mayweather. Do you remember how many punches Pacquiao missed in that Mayweather fight? This is what that dude Matrice he was doing last night. He's from Venezuela, but it was the WBA, which it gets more interesting. The dude that run the WBA, his bitch, and that's what she is. This motherfucking lady, Matilda Rizza, whatever, Gonzalez, Rizza, Vasquez, or whatever this bitch name is. She's a racist fucking dirtbag bitch. They done already caught the bitch on Twitter clowning niggas and shit, whoop-de-whoop. She gave up the worst scorecard, which was 117 to 110 for the dude Matrice. And he got dropped in the fight. So let alone did she not count the knockdown against him because he got dropped. So automatically we know that's 10-8.
10-8.
She don't even count none of she don't even count none of the rest of the rounds that he lost. So he basically won the entire fucking fight. Even the round he got dropped in, she had him winning. So this lady who was the wife,
was it a 10-round fight? 10-round fight?
No. Bro, listen, you know how the WBA is. They just did it with that Cuban dude. 2-fight interim WBA. What is it? Super middleweight champ that he got. The bull with the white boy name, Molina, David Molina, or something like that. He 3-fight dude. Remember, I did a video on him like a year or two ago, bro. Where
how many rounds is it? How many rounds was the fight?
It was 12 rounds because it was an interim WBA welterweight title. 12 rounds, bro, was for an interim belt. It was another 3-fight. Oh, we about to make him champion fighter that they pulled out of the crack of their ass from Venezuela. Some goddamn rat house in Venezuela, some fucking where. This dude is a dirtbag, bro, because he let them raise his arm. And everybody in the fucking world know he lost that fight. He even know he lost that fight.
She scored the fight. Bro, she scored the fight. She scored that round. The round he got knocked down in. I just done the maths in my head. For it to be 117, 110, she would have to score it 9-9 or 10-10.
Again, she giving the dude a round that he got dominated the whole fight, bro. The same way Linares got dominated in the Devin Haney fight. This the closest fight I can picture without the knockout. We didn't see a knockout in this fight. You understand what I'm saying? But he boxed a fucking clinic.
The girl who, or the woman who was judging, that's the wife of the WBA.
Yeah.
Well,
the president.
That's funny.
They done caught the bitch all on Twitter calling Michelle Obama a monkey and some other kind of raggedy ass shit. This bitch a real dirtbag, bro. I'm not even pulling no punches right now. I ain't got no respect for the bitch. She ain't sucking my dick, so fuck
her. But all jokes aside, honestly, I mean, I'll watch the fight. Definitely go watch the fight back. But this is the thing, like when it comes down to boxing, there has to be some form of like line. Because in my opinion, we've seen a lot of these fights happen. And the truth is, these judges, these referees, whoever's in charge, there's no sanctioning for these people. So you make a mistake, there's got to be a sanction for it. I've seen fights, we've all seen fights where we've seen dudes who are clearly incompetent at doing their job, and they have a clear bias or favoritism towards a specific fighter, and they're still allowed to do it. To me, the background isn't being digged into the fighters enough, into the judges enough. And in my opinion, when we look at the situation, it looked like these judges scored the fight before the fight even started. So we got to be looking at this from a perspective of who is actually putting these judges and referees under the magnifying glass. Who's looking at these dudes? Who are actually judging and sanctioning these dudes? And in my opinion, if the sport ain't doing it, people like the spectators, the diehards, the people who put their money into the sport, they should be doing that. And from this point onwards, before a fight starts, I want to know who's refereeing it. I want to know who's judging it. I want to know who did what, because BoxRec tells you these information before. You literally can look back and see what these guys are doing. Literally, someone like that, bro, I would actually go on Google, find a picture of this dude or this woman, literally just straight blast her, like on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, everything, like name and shame, literally put her face up, naming and shaming, bro, literally naming and shaming, because there's not enough of that going on right now. Literally, like this, someone has to do something to at least make these guys think twice about making this is someone's livelihood at the end of the day. So it's just kind of disgusting.
A vlog, did I not say everything Shane said like 10 minutes ago? Yo, I swear I didn't talk to him.
I haven't.
I mean, yeah, this all common sense too, bro. Like if you stand on your square, the words we are saying, every other human being that's in this game of boxing that we are a part of would feel the same way. Like I was saying, the fighter Matrice, he should have never allowed his arm to be raised. If he was a solid man, he should have never allowed his arm to be raised. He's smiling and giggling.
The reason why I agree with you is because even Charlo, who was in a close fight, even Charlo had the decency and the integrity to say, you know what, that judge who scored it that wide, he was wrong for that. That's what a real champion will do. Because in Charlo's eyes, he saw it as a close fight. He said, you know what, the fight wasn't that wide. It was a closer fight than that. That's what you do. If you know that you didn't win a fight, you got to go out and say you didn't win a fight. And that's what you expect from people. But again, it's just about naming and shaming. I don't know this woman's name. Someone send me the name of the woman. I'm going to go on Google, find this woman's face, and literally, well, we have to just name and shame this woman. Literally, publicly.
Yeah, bro. Everybody on our helmet on Twitter right now. You know that boxing Twitter on fire. So we got some info from Jeff. Sent me a couple links. Shoot them over to the VP Guru. You feel me? And let's everybody campaign, man, to let the folks know this shit is not acceptable, man. We paying $100 for pay-per-views, and you understand what I'm talking about? Like people making time in their day for boxing because we love the sport. We not going to accept this type of bullshit, bro.
I'm mad I didn't bet that joint.
You should be happy.
Visit. Huh?
You should have been happy you didn't bet that. If you bet,
no, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm happy I didn't bet it because I'd have been.
Bro,
hot.
We should have a pull-up party, bro. Right at our crib, bro. Like, say what's good, man. Let's holler at you. You know what I'm saying?
It would have been a pull-up party.
Let your folks.
It would have been a
man, homie. Like, yeah, we just want to talk. Jeff, you feel me?
I'm not gonna lie, Jeff. Yeah, if I lost money on that fight and it was a robbery, bro, I'm ready, bro. I'll be pissed. I'll be so pissed.
Man, I'm sure it was some smart people that put money on Michael Fox. I guarantee you it was 10, 15% of smart, intelligent bettors put money on Michael Fox. And I'm sure they probably trying to put a bag together to make a trip to go have a sit down. You know, they still have sit downs. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's just have a sit down. Let's talk about things.
We would have we had to have a board meeting I know we
Well,
had
You
board
feel
meetings.
me?
We had to have a board meeting.
you know the disappointment that we're having right now is WBA is the longest organization in terms of like sanctioned governing body
Existence.
existence.
Bro, but they not immune to getting this pressure from the streets.
No, but that's my
This the
point. The fact
grassroots
that
level. Yeah, they
that's my point. If a governing body who's been around for so long is making these mistakes, that means from the top to the bottom, it's just straight rotten.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they on the hush hush list.
Bro, this is the thing.
Like, do
Like,
we, you know,
PBC hasn't said anything. PBC, I'm talking official statements. PBC hasn't made an official statement. Um,
I can't hear you.
can you hear me?
yeah, what happened?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, PBC hasn't made an official statement. The WBA hasn't made an official statement. Al Heyman hasn't made an official statement. Like, so I got a problem with all of them. Like, you got to address this. Like, officially, you have to address this.
I mean, on behalf of your fighter, because you're still representation of Michael Fox. He still works for the company. So you just gonna let your dude go out there and get handled like that on a national stage?
TV.
If this was some
Fox,
that's what I'm saying. Like, if this was some off-brand card fight on a Thursday night that didn't have the coverage and we kind of hearing about it secondhand, I could see it's probably not catching a lot of steam. Y'all did this in front of the world, in front of the mass public, at least the Western Hemisphere, and you think this is tolerable? So y'all basically coming to our country, pulling this bullshit off, and you think that this is gonna be acceptable? Nah, you gotta take that back to Venezuela with that raggedy ass interim champ y'all got. Going back down there to WBA or wherever the freak that these people are from. Take that raggedy ass bullshit down there. Don't come over here with that, because you got to deal with people that's spending money. Like, I got to pay electricity bill to sit here and watch that goddamn fight. So you owe me better respect than to try to pull that off in front of my eyes as if I'm some 5-year-old watching a magic trick.
Yeah.
Salute to the bruh in the corner. Salute. I do not know his name, but I will get it, and I'm a tweet him. I'm gonna shout him out on Twitter and IG. But whoever caught Glovegate 2.0 at the beginning of that fight, salute the dude. They never put the camera on him. They never gave him no shine, which they should have. Because later,
this is the truth, and you said something that's so scary, bro. It is so scary. This was live on Fox, a PBC show, mainstream. So if this is happening live on Fox mainstream, imagining what's happening at the lower levels, where it's not televised, where there's not supposed legal sanctioning, and organizations as noticeable as the WBA and etc. etc. So that's my point. This is happening at such a big level. Imagining what's happening at lower levels. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, I expect, and I'm gonna be so blunt. There's nothing that they're gonna be able to do with that dude Matrice. That was a waste. Everything they did last night, they just fucked up whatever plans they tried to have for him in the future. You know what I mean? To see whoever, because he's no comp for anybody elite at 147. Even as a cupcake, you're not gonna make no bag off of him trying to put him in there against Spence or maybe Porter if he could beat Terrence Crawford for the WBO title or something like that. Yeah, this dude he's worthless right now. He like a paper food stamp, homie. You go try to spin a paper food stamp right now and see how far that gets you. That's where this guy Matrice is. And again, everybody is mad. I'm super mad at dude because I'm an OG and I consider that dude a grown man. You 34, 35 years old. That's grown man status. And when I say grown man, at these levels in life, you start having what we call principle. And you live off that. That's everyday part of what you do. Going to the store, going out with your fam, whatever you do it with principle and base. So you are a professional boxer. you're a grown man. Where did he develop any principle in his life? Who, like, I'm super duper pissed at dude. I'm super duper. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to fight this dude.
But do you
and
think,
I ain't been in the ring in 30 years.
do you think, yeah, potentially he thought he won?
Can I answer that? Can I answer that real quick?
Yeah.
Does my facial
I think,
expression answer that?
yeah, it does. But let me add on to your facial expression. Um, to answer that question, he reacted like he knew he had it in the bag before the fight even started. Like for him, it was never in doubt. Like that's how he reacted. That's how he responded, and he has to play it. He has to play it like that. He has to play it like that because he's a part of the scheme. He's a part of the scheme. He's a part of the scheme. There's nothing grown man about him. There's nothing grown man about him. To go through that process, there's nothing grown man about him. Period. I'm like, you know when you lost. You know when you lost.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I thought he could have put his head down, allowed the ref to raise your arm, just put your head down, acknowledge that this not right here. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, have just a smidgen of principle in your soul, bro. But you going back to wherever you from, bro, and I don't know if you got an answer to anybody down there, bro, but I hope somebody in your hometown pull your coattail and be like, I mean, man, a lot of respect lost for you. And that do something to him as an individual, as a person, bro. Because you just can't be a part of this travesty. And then you know this broad is a dirtbag racist bitch. So come on, man. We got a couple people in the chat. We got Terry Schmoot Jr. What's good with you, my guy? He's saying justice for Mikael Fox. They robbed that man. The WBA did an injustice and a robbery live on TV. That's exactly what we going over, bro. And we gotta bash them for that, man. They gotta be on what the homie say, kick them out the car, man. They can't go for the ride no more. We don't talk WBA. We don't talk they champions. We just call them champions.
Yeah, they kicked out the whip.
We just call them champions. We don't even recognize the organization. Every chance I get, I'm gonna bash them. You feel me? And just tell the truth. Like, one thing though, Terry, that you got that they don't understand about life is, and which they don't get because they've been so high on the hog so long, they ain't ran into karma. When you run into karma, bro, man, it could be a Mack truck sometimes, bro. So karma gonna get them, and you know we just gotta stay on our square though. Be solid with the way we move in this boxing game. That's all, you know. But I'm gonna call her a bitch though. I'm gonna be disrespectful.
This is the problem. Like, it's one of them ones where, to me, the fact that they done it so confidently and what's the word? For lack of a better word, like open, just shows that they didn't even care. So they knew they were gonna get away with this, which means us who actually care about the sport are kind of powerless.
Not to where we won't view shit like that. I think we have the power when it comes to the future. That's why I said Matisse or Matrice or whatever dude name is, he worthless to them as a commodity now. So they did all of that to set up a future bag sort of fight. Like I said, a Spence, you know, a Porter or one high level guy that they can, okay, well, he's an interim champ. You got to come see us type of fight. That's thrown out the window. Nobody's going to want to have no dealings with them. So he's basically a worthless interim champion because y'all forced it upon him instead of letting him earn it. And if he's a true silver medalist, let him go out there and do his thing. But obviously he's no good at the Olympics because he kept losing and he decided not to go to Tokyo at the last minute to take this opportunity. So it's just raggedy all the way around. But the boy Terry Smoot, hopefully I got that right. He said drop all the WBA belts. We've been saying that all day. And Jamal James will stop Matisse. Man, Matisse he not getting back in the ring, bro. Ain't nobody watching that. Who you gonna get to watch that fight? Literally, where would they be able to pull that off? And they literally think that the hardcores, who the casuals follow, the casuals see us on social media talking about certain fights and the big name, the build up, they start following what the hardcore is doing. So we start falling back from raggedy cards like Jamal James, Matisse main event, and the casuals ain't gonna follow. They ain't gonna get no shine.
They actually fighting?
No, he's just saying that if Matisse, like the revenge factor could come from Jamal James stopping Matisse, and there could be bring some balance to it, like the situation. But to be honest, that fight should not even be supported in my argument against what Terry saying.
Nothing WBA. I ain't supporting nothing WBA. Nothing.
Oh, he added that Michael Fox already beat the dude that just won the Olympic gold medal. That's what's up. Salute. Good facts right there, Terry. Appreciate you being in the chat though, man. Hit that like. Hope you subscribe to everybody, man. And we just keeping it honorable over here with the team, man. We the good fellas, man. We the good fellas for a reason, man. But it's a lot of tact with what we do. I know I've been loose with a couple of the words and shit here, but it's just frustration, man. I can't stand in front of that lady and smack the shit out of her. You know what I mean? So I'm highly upset. That's just hella disrespectful, man. That's hella disrespectful, man. That man earned that victory, and y'all just straight. They might as well have jumped in there with the stick. You know what I'm saying? And turned his pockets on rabbit ears because they robbed him like that. You feel me? That was old school Philly alleyway robbery, homie. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, like, damn, bro.
Hey, bro.
You gonna do it like that? This joint is not the business.
Which one was worse? Which one was worse? This one or the Adelaide Bird?
This one. Because it had a double effect. It wasn't just the scorecards. They did the glove gate shit in the beginning of the fight. So it was like a double whammy. Like, damn, y'all tried to fuck me 2 ways over. And they did in the end, but they literally tried the ramrodding with the glove situation.
What was the vote? Was all 3 judges, like, was it a split decision? What was it?
Yeah,
the 3 judges had 2 of the 3 had it closer though. They had it closer, which they can use in their argument. We just thought it was a close fight. Motherfucker, no, it wasn't. It was not. But that's in their own defense. I think they set the cards up like that. And that bitch, she didn't have to have no defense. She married to the president. She don't have to defend that raggedy ass shit in her mind.
Hey, Vlog, you know the thing that's crazy? Like, you can't find the fight nowhere. You can't find the fight.
Oh, they ain't got it up on PBC?
Nope. All they got is
they terrible. We got Chris in the chat. Salute, homie. He says the robbery was disgusting, and then the decision in the main event, that was so not good. Night of boxing. You know what I had a question of? Because I was watching the first fight, and I thought it was all right, with a name, Devin Alexander, a vet trying to make a restatement, I guess, in the game. I was like, okay, this might be a decent little card going on. And I was just going to say, can they match what the Zone did earlier? Did they not only surpass the Zone with the bullshit?
Yeah, the Zone card.
Yeah, we know that.
In this one. Way better.
But this one was the controversy that it seems like the world feeds off of this fucking raggedy ass controversy that they did this on purpose. So to me, they outdid the Zone just on the bullshit. Just on the Jack Reese sort of shit.
Vlog, the reason why I have to disagree, because you said it already. Why I understand what you mean, because definitely controversy sells, but not in this way, because as you said, you don't mess with anything WBA now. The guy who won the fight, you don't mess with him neither. So really and truly, when it comes down to longevity, they lost so much support, it's ridiculous. Like, dudes ain't even gonna be watching fights no more. And that's what tarnishes fights in the future. You'd be thinking, bro, PBC be on some like favoritism stuff, and that's what happens to. Imagine if I was a casual and that's the first fight I watched for the night. In my mind, I'm thinking this is why I don't watch boxing, because boxing is just politics, and that's the problem. That's the biggest problem.
Bro, boxing is getting so bad that we just got MMA guys that are career wrestlers talking about they can beat cats on boxing pound for pound lists. This is how bad it's getting for our sport, where these outsiders, and expect an article coming soon, are getting reckless with the mouth. And it's because our insiders are allowing this travesty to happen within our sport, that the Dana Whites and the Bellator peoples can just come in and nitpick at our sport and jab at our sport. You can have a Conor McGregor come make a bag in boxing, and this dude is a dump truck of a combat artist. So
the truth is, though, and this is what I say, who is there to police, because that's the word I have to use, police the governing bodies and the sanctioning bodies? Who is there to police them? Because I don't understand.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. This is where the old school way we did things here, where you had quote unquote the mob, and you had these street factions that had say so on how things move, and people had to answer. That's missing in the sport, honestly. These people, that lady, and whoever she feel like she don't have to answer to. There's nobody that, I guarantee you, if you had these characters still around, like I said, and we'll use the mob for an example, this lady wouldn't do what she did, because she know there'd be a horse head in her bed by the time she get home. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the missing faction in the policing that you're talking about. There's that.
I get you, but the likes of Al Heyman, Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum, Frank Warren, these dudes, they pay the governing bodies, because out of their promotion, they have to pay sanctioning fees and stuff like that. In my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? If like what Al Heyman done with the WBO, you know what? I'm not even paying you no more money. If that's how you're gonna behave, I'm not even paying you any more money. And he stopped paying the WBO money for years, bro. He literally didn't pay them any sanctioning fees, didn't give them any promotion. He blacklisted them. Bro, this is what organizations or governing bodies should be doing. Literally, if that's how you want to behave, just stop giving you any attention, stop giving you any more money. The reason why that will end up happening is that will affect them is because now you got Al Heyman, who's a highly, highly, highly powerful man in the sport. He's not giving you no more attention. He's not giving you no more money. You have to fix up after that. You have to.
Yeah, Terry said there's no commission overseeing these sanctioning bodies, and Jeff been saying that for a minute, like some sort of Senate Judiciary Committee, some entity that has some authority. You understand what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know, they got the laws on their back, on their side, to be able to tell these people in boxing that this shit ain't acceptable. I use a street entity as that enforcer, but you guys are talking more the legal side, the police, the feds, those sort of guys, which makes sense.
I got a street question
however
for you.
You get it done.
You want to take it to the street? I got a street question for you.
What's up? Yeah.
If Michael Fox was signed with Jay Prince or Rick Ross, does that happen?
Yeah. Yeah.
With Jay Prince? Not with Jay Prince.
No, if it's Jay Prince or Rick Ross.
He old school.
If Michael Fox does this happen?
Not because Rick is old school too. Because you notice Rick ain't known for the rat jacket. So just saying. That's principle. Like these dudes with do you know who Jay Prince is?
No, I know.
The reason is Jay Prince is the same one that sent goons through the Floyd.
Can I tell you why I believe that?
Go ahead, Shane.
The reason why I believe that is because we're talking about detachments. So there's a massive, the world that Jay Prince lives in and the world that the guy who runs the WBA lives in, bro, they're two different worlds. You ain't even finding this dude. They're in two completely different worlds. Like for you to even do something like that, it's impossible because you're not even going to see him. It's not a case of you pulling up to the gym or nothing. This guy probably lives somewhere where you don't know. He's probably so detached from humanity. It's ridiculous. That's why I say the only way you hit these dudes is in the pockets. Literally hit them in the pockets, like Al Heyman done the WBO. That's how you affect it. That's how you.
And I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. But making a name muddy in the streets is the first way to affect their pockets. This is where social media can come in to reverse against them because they use it to you know, promote themselves to a certain extent, keep their names lively in the streets. They use it, but we can use it to throw salt on them, to step on them. You know what I mean? Make their ears meet for the first time in their life. They, you know, we could do that. I'm with it. I was on their helmet all day yesterday. I'm gonna get on as soon as we finish with this live, man. Because it was just too disrespectful, man. Because the Boer earned that victory. It wasn't a close fight where you could almost be like, well, you know, bruh, you know, a better upside with the Olympic cap, something of that nature where you could you feel for the brother a little bit, but not be so irate. This shit was straight out robbery, bro. They might as well have went out in the stands and smacked dude mama to go along with the other shit that they just did to this dude. I'm just saying, bro, this is terrible, bro. This is fucking terrible, bro. I don't know. Let me jump in here, though. Terry dropping some words. He said, did Broner really beat Giovanni Santiago now? Oh, we know he didn't. See, I think the PBC is all in on it. Corruption since the happening on their broadcast. Yeah, we got to agree with that too, Terry. It did happen on their watch. So do they got something to do with it? That's why we talking about Uncle Al need to step up and say something. Some spokesman, somebody need to put out a tweet, a text, or something. You know what I mean? Send a kite in the air.
The truth is, me personally, bro, Al Heyman is about to pay the WBA a bag of money for Pacquiao versus Spence. Like, to me, if that fight happened on my watch, I'd be like, either you got to reverse that decision, or, bro, that fight, we ain't giving you nothing. We ain't giving you nothing. You ain't getting no money. And that's what I would do, because if you look at it, what other fight does the WBA
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You ain't getting no money, bro. Could you imagine? I'll say this to you both, Vlog and Jeff. Could you imagine right now if that was a more mainstream fighter? Could you imagine if that happened to Errol Spence or Tank? Imagine if that happened to Tank. Mayweather will be on live tomorrow saying, we ain't giving you no more money. We ain't giving you unless you reverse that decision, we ain't giving you nothing. We will never fight on your under your governing body again. That's what I would do, because they're about to get a disgusting bag from from Errol Spence and Pacquiao, and that's on Fox, bro. You gotta be doing something. Do something, because if you say that, you will evoke a response. That's a fact. That is a straight fact.
That's where we talking about. If he not making a statement to the public and telling us that he doing this stuff, or they plan to do a sort of goddamn petition or whatever, that at least be making that phone call to that raggedy ass bitch, cause she married to the dude, so she gonna have to answer the phone. Bitch, y'all in the same house. One of them two raggedy motherfuckers gonna answer the phone. This shit is terrible, man. Y'all got to let the OG vent, cause again, if either one of them was in my circumference, you know, it'll be a different type of conversation. You feel me? Like, yo, man, that shit's not tolerable, bro. You can't accept it, because if you let them get away with it, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm an OG, and if you let somebody pat your pockets one time, every time they see you, they're gonna pat your pockets. So if you nip that in the bud early in the game, you ain't gotta worry about down the line. You understand what I'm saying? So this is where Uncle Al, where Michael Fox, his whole team, us as people that support high levels of standards in boxing, we stand on our square and be like, yo, we not accepting it. I'ma trash you. I'ma disrespect you because you just disrespecting me. You tried this glove gate shit as if we can't see the gloves, as if we can't see what's going on. The dude right there pointed it out. I would have eventually seen it if he would have started landing punches that hurt. Like, the boy ain't that strong. 34 years old, you wasn't knocking people out in the Olympics. Now all of a sudden you come to the pros and you start knocking people out. Come on, my dude.
Big shout out to Joe Goosen too. Big shout out to Joe Goosen, because he was trashing him on camera. On camera. I gotta give it to Joe Goosen.
Blunt, I was gonna ask you a question. Quick, I heard what you said. Just I was gonna say, I wonder if that woman's gonna be able to judge a fight next. Like, is she still allowed to judge fights? Because
Bro,
I mean, that
she's the
that-
wife of the raggedy ass president of the WBA.
Adelaide Bird.
He's putting her in positions where that shit'll work for them.
Adelaide Bird.
Who the this?
Yeah.
Jack Reese still judging refereeing fights, so I'm sure this bitch will be at ringside fucking somebody else over down the line. I'm trying to kick the bitch when I see her. I'm a tripper or something. Pull that bitch chair out from under or something, man. That bitch gotta pay somehow, man.
I mean, the fact that there's the fact that there's people who've been calling her out for her racist stuff and stuff like that. To me, that's where the line should have been crossed from the beginning. But this is what I'm saying. Like, why are people not being policed earlier? Why does it have to reach this stage? Why does someone have to lose and take an L on? And we know how important an L is in boxing. Take an L on their resume before we start policing these dudes who are incompetent. That's what I don't understand. Like, to me, like, it's just not good enough. It's actually not good enough.
Yeah, bro. I mean, but we gotta, like I said, at this point we can only do a set of precedent. So precedent is always set in a lot of different aspects and realms of life. Something goes first. So as far as bashing one of the longest reigning entities in boxing, we gonna set the precedent and let it be known that whatever moves y'all making, I gotta peek around the corner and see what's going on in the backside of the event before I can be like, yo, that's stand up going on over there. Let's check that out. You feel me? Like, I'm on it, man. I've been really getting deep in this game and doing a more inside little bit of homework dealing with you cats and how y'all figure out numbers. And I'm like, okay, so I'm paying a little bit of attention to that. And I can see why they're doing what they did. There is a bigger bag in Matisse being the champion than Michael Fox. I get it. Michael Fox is not the most flashy dude. He ain't got no big name. Good feeling dude. Y'all thought y'all was going dog walk. So y'all set the dude up with the gloves. Oh, we got caught. Fuck it, man. Start filling out your goddamn judges' scorecards right now. That's exactly what happened. Because they thought the dude was going to knock him out. Because the dude Matisse started last year when he was supposed to be training for the Olympics. He had 3 quick fights, 3 quick knockouts. Then he was going to go to the Olympics. They set this fight up. He changed his mind. This happened within 30 to 60 days of him getting this fight. So they had this shit like, okay, boom, we can use his springboard, him being Venezuelan, Olympic dude, coming out of nowhere, you know, this 1, 2, 3 fight champion. I don't know where they came up with this because they just did this with the Cuban dude. And I know they lying about dude age. This dude is not no fucking 23 years old. This motherfucker look like he 32. Get the fuck out of here. The dude from last night did not look 34. This motherfucker looked more like 44. But just saying, y'all know how they do with they ages down there. Y'all remember the baseball dude from back in the day? This motherfucker was like 19 trying to play in the little leagues. You see what I'm saying? Pitching shutouts. Like, damn, man, who can't make a 6-year-old miss this motherfucking ball and you 19 years old? You see what I'm saying? So we know how they do from with the age thing. So the WBA just raggedy for supporting this shit, bringing this to the public. Why is what's his name, Molina? Why he even champion? He was at the fight last night looking real moist. Let me add that. He was looking real moist at that fight last night. So check his closet. Anyway, that's off track. Now, I don't want to get too deep into that, but again, I can't stand how they just slid these dudes in the front door and expect us to accept them as some accomplished champion.
Yeah, let me ask Jeff and Blunt a question. Do you think, and this is a very important question, do you think any other governing body would come out and say anything if it was them?
No.
Like, let's say that. So we're basically saying every governing body will has the potential to do exactly what we saw yesterday.
IBF, because they not so reachy to go mainstream and be the big dog on the block, I think they keep things a lot more square, keep it traditional, earn your way up. You might be able to slip somebody a bag to hop somebody in the rankings type of thing. More subtle, old school sort of stuff. Not blatantly steal a fight right from in front of the fucking public's eyes. And they couldn't even pull it off. They didn't even have David Copperfield with them. So how the fuck did they think they was gonna pull this shit off? Y'all tried a magic trick with no fucking magician.
Yeah.
The homie asked, how old is Rigondeaux? Terry asking us, man, Rigondeaux probably close to my age, man, and I'm pushing a half a century, so I know goddamn well he's up there. But he's still looking good, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's the same with Ortiz. Look at Ortiz. I mean, Ortiz, Lennox Lewis said he used to spar Luis Ortiz. So I wonder how old Ortiz is. Definitely.
Man, you know, that's what I said. It's just something that happens to go with these Latin countries. And it's not started. And I'm not trying to clown. I'm just being honest. That shit is suspect, man. I can't trust you dudes. And if I can't trust you, I'm not spending a bag on you. So the best thing they can do is keep trying to push these dudes on these free fight events. Because ain't nobody buying no DAZN subscription for none of these type of dudes that y'all trying to feed to us. And you doing shit like this, why would I pay to see Matisse on any card, on a Triller card, on Fight TV, or any of these other platforms that are developing for boxing that we have to pay for? Why would I pay to see this dude on there?
What's the steps next? Like in terms of what do fight fans?
Jeff wanted to say we could do a petition. We need to try to do a petition on behalf of the homie.
I think someone's gonna have to do that.
Just out of principle. It ain't gonna go nowhere. Just out of principle, just to make noise. Just to make noise on them. Because
I personally said that he should file a lawsuit in Minnesota. He should file a lawsuit against the WBA in Minnesota.
Like I would make
if
them,
it doesn't go anywhere.
Petition for them to rescore it. You know how they rescored? You know how they rescored Pacquiao and Jeff Horn? Like Shane and a couple other people thought Jeff Horn won. You know, remember how they rescored it? They need to do the same thing with Michael Fox. Shane,
what
that was an alley-oop for you to take a shot, yo.
Bro, I don't even need to, because the fact that you thought Pacquiao won, I know that you're on drugs, so I don't need to respond to that. But to say what I was gonna say is
that's the only major disagreement me and Shane ever had.
That dude fight should have got called already. That fight should have got pulled already. If you try to cheat by doing glove gate, the fight should be over. Should be over. Yeah. You lose. You immediately lose. You try to cheat.
You get DQ'd. You get DQ'd.
Disqualified straight away. It's like that dude who walked out the ring before the FA Jaguar fight. It's the same thing, bro. You lose. It's over. You lost.
Yeah. And he did that on principle, so salute to him.
If I come to the ring with no gloves on and no hand wraps, they're gonna just call the fight, bro. They're just gonna call the fight and say it's over. So what's the difference? Literally come and see.
Man, bro, this dude need to be on the first thing smoking and don't ever come from out of Venezuela again. Like, yo, like my dude, I know his name is straight doo-doo, bro. Like you walk in any boxing gym in America, they gonna be like, oh, that's the doo-doo man right there. Everybody on some schoolyard shit gonna be running away from this dude. Like this dude, oh, that's the no principle doo-doo man. He ain't got no backbone. His spine straight noodle. Stay away from that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude is terrible, bro. They ain't gonna make a bag off of him, and that's part of the karma. That's part of the karma that these people so rich and they think they so fucking smart that they don't even see the simplest things of, damn, if this shit don't work, we gonna be fucked investing in this fucking dude trying to pull this shit off.
Yo, he's gonna get smashed in his next fight, yo. He's gonna get smashed.
What's the next WBA fight, bro?
I don't know how to say the WB.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say it no more.
The black strap. The black
I can't even pronounce it no more. It's Wabla? Woba? Okay.
The black strap, the black belt, the black belt. When's the next black belt fight? Let's put it that way.
Man.
I don't know.
No, black is good. When's the next white belt fight? That weak ass white belt? Yeah, we don't know, but we can look that up. Black is strong and beautiful. There's a white belt fight.
That's cool. When I mean black, because the belt is actually black, that's why I said that. But yeah.
You fuck that. Fuck them. Wooba ain't shit. That old raggedy bitch Rizzo. This bitch got an Italian name, but she's Spanish. I'm confused. All right. That's an old Italian mob name. I'm from Philly. You know we know them Rizzos.
Frank Rizzo.
You feel me? And he was a racist dirtbag too. You see what I mean, bro? So I'm just saying, bro, weirdo shit going on out here that they think that shit acceptable. I'm on a helmet. I hope she report me. You know what I mean? I want her to. I hope she know and hear this, man. This is terrible, bitch, and it's unacceptable.
She deleted her social media, yo. She deleted her.
Oh yeah, she was getting it tenfold, hammer time. Yeah. She ain't never gonna be back in the public eye again. They gonna have to put that bitch in the closet somewhere.
But bro, you know what I realized when I go fights, and Jeff brought this up to me last week. I didn't even realize this. When you go fights, as soon as the fight is over, the judges just disappear into the abyss. Like
Did not say that shit, Jeff? I was like, man, they never even tried. They tried to pan over where they was sitting at, nigga. All you saw was smoke. I was like, damn, these niggas skirted out of there.
A vlog. Let me give you the premise of that though. The reason why Shane said it, because Shane said, yo, we got to get some judges on camera when we go to the fights. I said, bro, they're not permitted to speak to the media. Like, they can't speak to the media. You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole premise of the conversation. But bro, like,
Jeff, you know what it is? Because us as fight fans, we're so distracted on what the scorecard is, they can easily just like walk out because we're watching the guy with the cards. They don't have the cards anymore. They've already given it to the ref, so they've literally just gone. Next time I go to a fight, I'm gonna watch where they go. I swear on my mom, I'm gonna watch where they go.
One of these fighters gonna pull up on them judges. One of these fighters is gonna pull up on them judges, like at the arena. Like they gonna pull up on them, like
and be justified.
Yeah,
and be justified.
It's gonna be justified.
Again, like I said, if he happened to find this is Michael Fox. If he just happened to find his foot in Rizzo's ass, hey man, hey, shit happens, lady. You know what I mean? What the fuck? That's my reaction, literally. Like, what do you want me to do? Be mad that you done tried to railroad this dude? Now he done ran you down in the alleyway and kicked your head down the hallway? I can't be mad at him if something like that ever happened.
Bro, like,
hey yo, I would hit her with the same check right hook he hit Gabriel with in the second round and shit. I would hit her with that same check right hook.
Hey, look, I said this too. I said, I guarantee you, when she wake up from a shot like that, she'll appreciate boxing a whole lot more and put some respect on it.
The truth is, I don't encourage like violence against women, but the truth is, bro, this is someone's livelihood. That's the truth. Like, this is what this guy does for a living. This is how he feeds his family. So you're literally gone out of your way to take food out of this guy's mouth. It's just ridiculous.
That's a justification to me. I'm gonna kick a toddler in the face if he reaching on my plate. And man, you fucking around, get elbowed in here, Bob. Go on, little homie. Get your little ass up out of here. Don't come over here stealing food from me. Nah, so it's not tolerable, bro. And the reactions that they getting from people like us, I guarantee you, bro, they at the lab right now and they politicking. They like, man, this shit can't keep, man. We gonna lose a bag fucking around. Don't nobody want to see this bum in the fight anyway. You got people talking about next fight, Jamal James. Jamal James fuck around, don't see nobody at the fight. Where they gonna hold that fight at? Like, it's gonna have to be in Uncle Al's backyard. He gonna start holding fights in his backyard now. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not filling up no arena for this dude. This dude right here, the dude with no principle, the dude that keep coming to our country, grabbing the bag and going back home to Venezuela. Fuck out of here. Have him fight in Venezuela and see if he can make the same bag.
The truth is, he ain't gonna get no opponent, because any opponent's gonna be looking at it as, I have to knock this dude out to win. I can't win on points. So
look, hey Shane, this what I told Vlog earlier. I said they so rigged. I said Michael Fox could have knocked that dude out, and they probably would have made it in a no contest later on. That's how crooked it was.
Right.
But it was so lopsided, and when they put the punch output numbers up, I'm so disgusted. I said if dude had a bat, he wouldn't have landed as many shots as they said he landed. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, they saying the dude outlanded Michael Fox by 15, I believe, 15, 18 punches, something like that. You know what I mean? But I'm like, not if he had a bat did he outland that man that much. He missed, like I said, Pacquiao astronomical numbers. Like, I'm talking 300, 350. This dude was missing extreme amount of punches. As if I thought he was on drugs or something. Like, my dude, what are you not even trying? Like, what the fuck? Did he expect for the dude to stand there and get hit in the mouth? That's the way he was fighting. Like, he expected the brother to just stand there and allow himself to get punched in the face. Like, that's the guy, because he kept throwing the same raggedy ass combination, that overhand right, missing over the top. It's like, what the fuck? And they call you an amateur veteran? That was like a 17-year-old making the same mistake in a fight repeatedly.
Hey, bro, check this out. And this is the misconception when it comes down to boxing. People think if you got a great amateur background, that equates to you having a great professional career. There's plenty of fighters that were well respected as far as amateurs, and they come into the league and they don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, Devin Alexander's amateur record is like 300 something and 10. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Why? You know why that happened, Jeff? The truth is because of it was never like that until the last Eastern European crop came through. Before, an amateur record meant nothing. But since Lomachenko and Usyk and Beterbiev and those dudes came through, now all of a sudden having an amateur record is so important.
Yeah, it's like a green light
for them. Yeah, to fast track them, and that's the fast track does not equate to game. For Loma, I can pull the reins on that statement. But for Matrice, whatever his name is, proof in the pudding. You can't fast track a dude that don't fucking have it. But you can steal it and give it to him. We see that. We can see you can steal it and give it to him, but he can't go out there and earn it on his own.
That's a fact, bro. The truth is, bro, if you've had 300 amateur fights and you don't have it, you ain't going to have it in the pros. That's just the facts. That's just the facts.
No, I'm still, bro, I'm not going to lie to you, VP. I'm still, I'm amazed at how this dude started fighting pros and had 3 straight knockouts. Supposed pros had 3 straight knockouts, but yet had not a near knockout in his last 2 to 3 years boxing in the amateur. So where all of a sudden did this power come from? Was you down there in Venezuela fighting some farmers?
The truth is, bro, we don't know if they were using this glove thing in his last fights, and he just got caught now.
That leads me to you. Thank you. That's why you the VP. You know what I mean? Vice President of Operations, baby, because you know what it is. That's my point exactly. So who says he really has power and y'all didn't just set it up to try to get some steam behind him? 3 fights, 3 straight knockouts, going for the interim championship, this Olympic sort of star, you know what I mean? Didn't chase gold, tried to come chase the real strap. They were selling this dude all through the fucking fight while he losing. They still trying to sell this bum to me.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I know his amateur background and all that, yo. My boxing eye don't lie. That nigga trash. Straight trash truck juice. He trash. I don't even know who's supporting the amateurs like that, man. Like he trash. He's trash.
Man, that dude is terrible, trash. Bro. They was
Shane,
giving.
I can't wait for you to see this fight, bro. I cannot wait for you to see this fight. You not, bro. And I told YSM this last night. You know, if for anyone that hasn't seen the fight, it's not gonna fully hit you until after you see the fight. Once you see the fight, then you're gonna be like, damn, yo. I'm like, this dude is a decorated amateur. Trash truck juice. Trash truck juice.
This dude, that shit was terrible, bro. That overhand right, he kept missing. While you had a dude that was 6'3", bending over and sliding out the back door. What the fuck, bro?
It's local dudes.
Well, that was simply adjust to that
dude right now. Paul Kroll beats him right now.
I beat that motherfucker right now, bro.
Yo,
I beat that motherfucker right now.
He trash.
I beat that motherfucker right now. On my mama, I beat that motherfucker right now. This dude is a dump truck.
Trash.
Oh, yo, man,
I'm like, and if you want to back somebody, that's cool. At least back somebody that's nice with it, though. Like
that's my thing.
Nice. I told L Dub that before the fight. I said nothing about him say special. Nothing.
Bro, that's what really caps the whole bullshit ass pie that they baked last night. That this fucking dude don't even taste good to the buds, man. You feel me? I'm tasting this dude and I'm not liking this shit. I'm spitting this out, man. So y'all done made this whole crusty ass pie worth of bullshit and tried to feed it to a motherfucker. And the shit don't even taste good. Man, fuck the WBA, man. Fuck the WBA. I'm about to say fuck Jose Suleiman too, but I don't want to be too disrespectful.
Yeah,
I know he ain't. I know he's like, I ain't even with the WBA.
Yeah,
I'm fucking with you, Jose.
Man. And the thing is, for everybody that got a WBA belt, like the ones that have more than one belt, mainly like Jamel Charlo, Josh Taylor, you know how you hit them in they nuts, yo? I'm like, you make a title defense and you just don't defend their title. That mean they don't get no sanctioning fee.
That's a fact. They
don't get no sanctioning fee. That's how you hit them in their nuts, yo.
And the truth is, bro, literally, if I went Al Heyman, remember, because Al Heyman literally he must have gave them a bag for Pacquiao to get his strap back. Me personally, that's a waste of money now. You literally just pay them for Pacquiao to get his strap back so we can have a unification. Like, that is just... Oh, it's just...
But he's still on the website as a champion in recess. I don't think he got it back, Shane.
But the fight's a unification, bro. It's marketed as a unification.
Yeah, but marketed in reality could be two different things. If you go look on their website right now, and it say WBA champion at 147, it says Ugas, and then it says Jamal James is a regular champion. Then it says Pacquiao was champion in recess. He don't have a belt. You don't have it.
That which is all stupid. That's why I gotta get a WBC props. They put up Suleiman and them put up a post that they about to start taking a bunch of these straps back out the game. You know what I mean? Start really having one or two weight class straps.
They say that, but they just made a whole entire division that was unnecessary. So they can say that all they want, but they just made a whole entire division. That was so unnecessary.
I disagree with you on that one, young buck, man. What they did with that division was give it the dumbest fucking name in the history of boxing. That's what the fuck they did with that division. Just putting the R on Bridger. Like, okay, the dude saved his little fucking sister. Fine, well and dandy, bro. He does not deserve a fucking boxing division named after him. And it's called Bridger. That doesn't make any fucking sense. I wouldn't even want to hold the belt. Like, don't put that shit on my belt, bro. I don't. The name is just the fucking dumbest shit in the history of boxing. Bridger weight, bro. Like, that just doesn't make any sense. Bridge weight makes sense. Bridge weight makes sense because there's a gap.
I get you, but the reason why I don't understand it from a marketing perspective is, if you ask anyone in boxing what's the most slept on and ignored division, it's cruiserweight. Why the hell would you make a division above cruiserweight and expect to get more attention? Doesn't make any sense.
Yo,
what's going to
let me
happen
add
though?
on to that.
I'm telling you, what's going to happen is those cruisers are going to start sliding into that, and we may lose the cruiserweight division.
But
if they can get the name right,
go on, Jeff. Go on, Jeff.
Yo, all they gotta do is just raise the cruiserweight limit 10 pounds. Like, we ain't gotta go through all of this bullshit. They could just raise it 10 pounds. They could just raise it 10 pounds.
But the cruiserweight limit is already 25 pounds. Remember, you can be from 176 to 200 pounds. So that's 25 pounds already.
But Shane,
so you're gonna raise it another 10.
But Shane, think about it. Who's gonna fight a cruiserweight fight at 176 when they can just fight at 175? You feel what I'm saying? So you don't ever see a guy fighting at 176, 177 fighting a cruiserweight fight.
Now I get you, but the bigger gap is between light heavyweight and cruiserweight. Not between cruiserweight and heavyweight, because there's only a pound in it. But between light heavyweight and cruiserweight, 25 pounds.
But what we seeing though, Shane, is a lot of the good heavyweights are smaller in stature and more athletic. So, but they can't bang with the big dogs. You know, we talk about these guys 250 and all of that sort of stuff. And we saw that with the Russian brothers and all of them. Them dudes was just too big for a guy like for the Philly homie and shit, the Philly fam, for Jennings, for Bye-Bye. Like, they just too big for these type of guys. But these guys put out good fights because of their heart and all of that. But they just really outsized. So I think we do need a spot for them type of guys.
But the thing is though, I don't think any changes need to be made, period. Because some of the greatest heavyweights of all time was small. Like, it's either you can fight these big dudes or you can't. Evander Holyfield was small. Mike Tyson was small. Wilder is small. Like, there's a bunch of heavyweights that are small. Like, we talking under 220. We talking under 220. Michael Moore for a lot of his career was 220 and under. You know what I mean?
Rocky Marciano. Wasn't even 200.
He was 219 for the George Foreman fight. The official weight was 219 for that George Foreman fight.
Yeah.
Rocky Marciano wasn't even 200 pounds, bro. He wasn't even
200. Yeah, I don't think they need to do anything, bro. I don't think they need to do anything.
And let's keep it real. And I know you're gonna hate me for saying this, but if Usyk goes out and does a good job at heavyweight, what's the point of changing it? Like he's a cruiserweight moving up. Michael Hunter, we've seen him what he's doing. So, bro, I don't really feel like there's a need. Steve Cunningham went up to heavyweight from cruiserweight. Like, I mean, you see it like it's just these smaller heavyweights is going to have to rumble these big dudes. That's just what it is.
So you really think the Allen? Hold on, let me ask you this: you think the Allen Babbages of the world have a chance with the AJs of the world?
No, because of talent. Because of talent. All
right, and I argue that I can argue that with I can argue that by saying I think size has a lot to do with that. The size will just be too much.
Allen Babbage can be the same size. Allen Babbage can be the same size as AJ, and AJ with mopping. That's how I know it's talent.
The reason why I say that, Jeff, is because the only reason why people make AJ a favorite is size against Usyk. Not because of any other reason. The only reason is size. And that's what makes it so entertaining for me, is because someone who has talent actually has a good chance against a big dude. We saw the biggest heavyweight, or one of the biggest heavyweights, Tyson Fury, get almost knocked out clean by Steve Cunningham and knocked out clean by Wilder. Those dudes are small, bro. They're small dudes when it comes to weight. So I don't think weight is that much of a problem. It's just talent.
Yeah, Babbage is just not talented. He's just not that talented of a fighter. Like, so it don't matter if he's fighting small dudes or big dudes. He's going to be the lesser of the two when it comes down to talent. It's just not skilled.
Yeah, that's what's
up. He can fight.
Man, we're going to have to wrap this shit up, bro.
He's entertaining, though. He's entertaining as hell.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, him, Rivas, those type of dudes, Baba Jennings, they are very entertaining fighters. They got good volume for their size. So, I mean, I like the division. I just don't like the name. I think the name is just fucking stupid. So,
Yeah,
again,
it's a money grab. It's a
I was
money
just gonna
grab.
put that. Yeah,
It's a
we
money
know
grab.
that. Yeah, we
I'm
know
like,
that. Just another ability to sanction for a belt.
the sanction
Oh, there's
for
a
a
belt.
belt
We
and
got
get
to
a
get
sanctioning
sanctioning
fee.
fees.
Facts.
Yeah, yep. Right. But man, I'm over here on recharge mode, man. So you know what I'm saying, we gotta get back at it. I'm glad y'all tapped in with me and shit, man. I'm glad I could vent and put it out. The world gonna see it. Ain't going nowhere. It's on YouTube. You know what I mean? Y'all tweet the word about the WBA, man, and let them know, man, we not rocking with them over here. You feel me? Like till they clean up their act and they come back to the table with a whole lot of respect. You know, then we might talk to them again. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying? But
bro,
they
can
on
I say this
timeout
real
right
quick,
now.
yo?
Yeah.
Can I say this real quick? Yo,
Talk to me.
I don't want the WBA to come out and talk about the way they address it is they order an immediate rematch. I'm not trying to see that bullshit. I don't want no immediate rematch because I guarantee you that's probably what they're gonna do within a week or two. Be like, all right, but we're gonna order an immediate rematch. Screw that. I'm like, Michael Fox shouldn't even take a rematch. Dude don't even deserve a rematch against Michael Fox. That's how you got to look at it. He don't deserve a rematch against Michael Fox. He got to take that. He got to take that with him. He got to take that with him. Everybody know he lost that fight. He know he lost that fight. For Michael Fox, he should just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Move on with your career. Keep on moving. Don't fight under anything that's WBA. Point blank, period.
Shane, you got any last words before we get up out of here?
No, I'm just gonna try and watch the fight, see if I can find it somewhere online or something, and get back to you. But other than that, man, I mean, as a whole, and I want to speak on what I think boxing fans should do is just name and shame, bro. Find who these people are, name and shame publicly. Even us with the platforms that we do have, whether they're not mega platforms, name and shame, bro.
Yeah, facts,
Yeah,
man.
facts.
Well, that being said, man, y'all had the good fellas in your ear today. You know, reaction to the WBC, PBC on Fox, BS. You know what I mean? So y'all got to talk about it and hear us, man. But we going back to work. You know, doing our regular 1-2 with the boxing game. You can check me on IG at boxing #1 STVOLG. That's boxing #1 STVOLG. Boxing First Vlog. As you can see, what the channel is on YouTube. I'm on Twitter under Boxing First, the word vlog. So rock with me, man. G5, give them your handle, baby.
G5 Jeff TV all over the place, man. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, G5JeffTV.com. Written articles and all that by Boxing First Vlog coming. Shane, myself, uh, Fantasy League, Prediction Fantasy League. Go make your predictions for this week's fights coming up. And
Vlog. I checked
working.
that. I checked the table. You're second, but we're gonna see how it goes this week.
Yeah,
So
Vlog is second in the standings
I
right now.
I got it. It's Nathan, baby. Throw a little curveball on y'all this week. Watch. Throw a little curveball on y'all. I got it. It's Nathan. But yeah, Shane, give me a handle, baby.
yeah, basically, I'm Shane the #1. If you wanna, that's Instagram only. But if you wanna hear anything from me, literally just go on g5jefftv.com. If you wanna hear from me, Blunt, or Jeff, literally Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, the website, whatever. We're very easily accessible, to be honest.
Facts, man. I appreciate y'all time, fellas, and I'm gonna talk to y'all soon, man. We out.
All right.
Mm.